What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How's it going tonight? We are Save Source Death, an actual play, well, most of the time Cyberpunk, and it still is, actual play channel that streams on Saturday evenings about this time. Though we are not doing our typical Shades of Scarlet game, I'm sure you can tell by the fact that our illustrious Blank is not here, Ada is not here. It is me sitting in the driver's seat, which is a terrible plan. Hey Bjorn, how's it going today? We are playing a bit of a different game this week. I will describe more about it here in a second, but I'm going to pass it on to the players to say who they are, where you can find them, and a little about their characters. Nothing too crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on to Giffy.
Hello, everybody. You just want me to describe my character?
Well, who are you?
Oh, who am I? I'm Giffy. Man, you shouldn't have come to me first. I don't know. I'm usually on the Saves First Death Shades of Scarlet. I play Quinn normally. Normally, I'm more coherent and a little bit better at talking than I am today, but usually not much better. You usually can't find me anywhere else because I try to hide most of the time, but I'm here tonight.
All right. And who is your character and a little bit about him, just so people get an idea.
All right. So I'm playing Dominic Forelli. His friend, call him Dom. At least they would if he had any friends. His enemies whisper his nickname, Velvet Knife, but nobody would dare say it to his face. And everybody else just calls him Mr. Varelli. He's a corporate exec lawyer who specializes in mergers and acquisitions. See, I like my character more than me, so it's easier for me to talk about him.
Moving on to Hades.
Hello. I'm Hades, and you can find me here every Saturday that we play. And I'm also on the Discord fairly well. You can always call me out. I pretty much will answer. And you can find me on most of our socials as well. And glad to be back going after this long hiatus. So
right. End of the last season, going into the new one. We need a little time for Blank to get his ducks in a row, so we're stepping in and telling you a little bit different story. You want to tell us a little bit about your character?
Yeah, sure. My character is James Six Gun McCormick, and nobody calls him Six Gun, even though he wants them to. And he's young, but very skilled, and has been doing the out west thing for a while. Very nomadic, and knows the old farm and ranch style stuff. Should be a lot of fun.
Yep. And last but certainly not least, our friend Jesper down there.
Hey guys, I'm Jesper, or Jess. You can find me I'm very loud on stream, by the way, compared to Hades.
I have you guys turned down quite a bit.
Is this better now?
You're gonna have to turn me down so much more. Right. Oh, that's better. That sounds better. I don't sound like I'm screaming. I'm Jesper, or Jess, and you can catch me here on Saturdays playing Moxie 11, Media Extraordinaire, on Shades of Scarlet, or you can find me on my own channel. Channel? Is that a word? It's not a word. What was I even trying to merge?
Yeah.
My own channel here on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Jesper's Tales, Tales, like the story. Otherwise, you can find me on Patreon and Blue Sky and YouTube at Jesper. Just Jesper, and I'm around. I do Cyberpunk RED homebrew. I host Night City Sofa. I do a bunch of Cyberpunk RED content, and yeah, so you can kind of find me all over the place. As for my character, I am playing Dion Guerrero, aka Flatline, a medtech and tech, given his nickname by others because he is dead inside.
So
punk
I'm the
rock.
chipper one.
You are the positive person in the group. So have fun with that. And I'm sure we'll learn more about these characters as we continue our story. But to give you guys a little bit of setting before and now I've moved it further from me, and it is quieter for me, and my volume's the only one I can't turn up. So, so anyway, we find. Sorry, go ahead.
You may be able to hang on.
Is that better?
I'm gonna try to
Jess is doing stuff.
keep talking,
Yeah,
but I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
send you
talk.
out to maybe.
While she's doing stuff. So anyway, we find our heroes in not Night City as usual, but a western city known as White City. White City is in the northwestern part of Colorado, and it is largely Biotechnica owned. It was established during the Great Famine that took place over all the flyover states during the time period of the 2013s through the 2020s. Nobody really cared about them, so all the corporate wars and bullshit didn't affect them. They were left to their own devices, but a giant drought came through and ruined most of the crops. Because of that, land was sold for pennies on the barrel, and Biotechnica came and bought up most of northwestern Colorado, and they started a city called White City, which is very eclectic. It has, over the years, degraded a little bit because it used to be, in the roaring 2020s, a hotspot for tourism, but even that has kind of started to dry up. It is, however, their primary use for it. Sorry, I've got like 15 windows, so I have to find out where Jess is sending me information. Its primary use for it is that this is where the majority of the beef and mutton in the country come from. It is farmed here, so that is kind of the only thing keeping it going at this point. I am going to take a moment to walk through these steps that Jess has sent me and pass it over to a player to introduce their character arriving in White City. Giffy, you want to talk about your character showing up for the retreat?
All right. So I'm guessing this is just a regular dude ranch setting.
The city itself is a medium-sized city, and it's full of a lot of artists and things like that. Whereas Biotechnica owns the city, they are not really governing it much anymore unless it has to do with the corporation. And many of the businesses are still owned by them, even if it's through subsidiaries. But yes, the outskirts where you are arriving is kind of just a dusty dude ranch in a desert.
All right. So Dominic is going to roll up in a very expensive town car that was rented for him by his company. He is going to step out with his bodyguard. His bodyguard is first going to step out of the car. He's going to Dominic follows and has a look. For the briefest moment, he has a look on his face of utter disgust at his surroundings, but quickly changes to that natural smile with many secrets hidden behind it that he usually has. Behind him is his valet and personal assistant. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think at this point we'd probably go up to the front desk to check into our retreat weekend.
So as you come towards the main bunkhouse that is there, it is an old, intentionally looking dilapidated wooden building. You know that all of this is aesthetic, though, that chances are most of it's not real wood. and that even its aging effect is done with an eye for authenticity. Um, but there is a lot of dust on everything. And you haven't, pulling up, you haven't really seen many people. There's a few horses grazing in a pasture. Um, but other than that, and they're cybernetic horses, of course, because this is the future. But other than that, you haven't really seen much. As you walk up to the front desk, there is an old man sitting there behind the desk with his feet up, his hat covering his eyes, and he is clearly napping.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him and cough gently to try to get his attention. Like
He-
fake.
He slowly lifts the brim of his hat just a bit.
Hello, good sir. I'm Dominic Varelli here to check in.
As I'm sure you know, it is rude to wake a man from a nap. I'll forgive it this time. He rings a bell that, from your vantage point, would have been completely hidden. But obviously, it was what you were meant to do. He rings the bell, and we meet Hades' character coming in.
Well, howdy. Welcome in.
Hello, good sir. I'm gonna flip an eddy to the old man and say, for the trouble and for the rudeness.
I bet.
Here for the retreat?
Yes, sir. Just show me where my bunk is.
You got it.
That-
All right. You are let out. You guys want to Hades? You want to describe your character a little bit?
Sure. Cowboy hat, duster, boots, and under the duster you see like skirt, and then like just a plain old like tank top, and very androgynous looking, long hair, yeah, that's probably what you would notice at first.
All right.
Jesse leads Dominic out and to a second building, which is larger and in better condition? Question mark. Which just appears to be rows of bunk beds with foot lockers in front of them. There are no amenities in this room. The floor is mostly, uneven wood flooring, but there is a faded red carpet that runs the middle of the room.
Well, I tell you what, mister, you come here for a nice little treat. If you like it rugged, we're gonna provide.
I hate to impose, good sir, but I believe my company paid for the executive suite.
Oh yeah, this is all the executive suite.
Ah, how quaint.
Well, I haven't heard that word used here that much for this room, but it's a place to sleep. We'll probably be leaving in the morning tomorrow, so just one night. Did you have any bags? Because I probably would have grabbed them.
Uh, I would have a bag, but like I say, I have a personal assistant
Okay, then
a valet
then I
who is taking them for me. He's carrying them for me.
He's folding your suits nicely and putting them in the footlocker as this conversation's going on.
No creases, please.
Of
Be
course.
careful.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna be the security on this road trip, on this retreat. So here's my deets. Flick them over.
Thank you. And I am Dominic Verelli, Esquire. So if you find yourself in any legal trouble, feel free to call me.
Oh,
And I
all
swipe my
right.
deeds over as well. And I flash him a big, toothy smile.
All right. And I forgot something to describe. There's also 2 6 guns at his side that are very obvious. So,
Do you want me to describe my character real quick?
Yes, please.
All right. So Dominic, about 6 feet tall. His hair is sleek back, not a hair out of place. It's blonde with just a dusting of brown to make it not look like ostentatious blonde, but like more approachable blonde with bright blue eyes. Again, just that perfect shade of blue, just the kind of blue eyes you automatically trust. He always has a smile on his face, perfect white teeth. Um, he's wearing a trench coat, a business trench coat that looks to be made. It's a tan trench coat that looks to be made out of camel hair. Underneath, he has a perfectly tailored suit, a vest, and a tie on, and dress shoes. Just the suit's probably a dark blue, almost black, with perfectly polished black dress shoes.
Yeah. As you're talking about your profession and all that, the door swings wide open, and into the room comes a tall, thin, older man, looks to be about in his 60s, who has bright purple hair that has been lip spiked up. He is carrying a small bag and a guitar with him. And he goes, "Looks like I finally fucking made it.
welcome in.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. Where am I sleeping?"
Right over here.
He pats you on the back with the big thing.
Yeah, I'll do it right back.
This is so bloody authentic. I fucking love it. You
All
guys
right.
know how to do it.
Yeah. Just wait till tomorrow.
I plan on doing a lot of riding on this trip, so
All right. Yeah.
he sits down on the bed and starts strumming his guitar. He is clearly, you can tell by his leather jacket that he's wearing, that is probably the leather jacket he was wearing 20 years ago. So it is made for a man that was much more muscular and more filled out and younger. But it's got a lot of like post-punk patches on it. That he comes from a very aggressive background. But he starts playing like the most generic Western, like on his guitar.
I'm gonna walk up to him and stick out my hand.
Well, how's it going?
Dominic Verelli, Esquire. Nice to meet you. I take it you're a musician.
Yeah, my name's Bloodface.
Bloodface. That is an amazing name. Fits you perfectly, good sir.
Thank you.
You seem like a talented artist. Do you, by any chance, have representation? My law firm actually specializes in talent such as yourself, and we would be more than happy to make sure that you get the best contracts with any gig that you perform.
He looks really down in the face for a moment when you talk about representation. You know, my label back home kind of fucked me on the whole deal. So I might be in the market for a new representation.
Well, good. Let me give you my deets. And remember, at Pactus Obscurus, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a friend. I'm going to send him my details.
I always need more friends.
Don't we all, sir?
He fishes out his agent when you sent him the deeds and fumbles around trying to figure out how to accept the thing and then send back his deeds. Clearly, he seems like a kind of person who's always had assistants do most things for him, and clearly he does not have an assistant. So, Jess, you arrived
Yeah.
just a little bit later. Talk to us about the way you look in your arrival.
Yeah. So leaning against the storefront, watching this whole exchange go down, resisting the urge to cough the world bullshit. As Dom talks about corporation taking care and being your friend, is a tall, fairly well built from what you can see, gentleman about 6'2", African heritage, has like long past his shoulders, black curly hair that is very ratty, very unkempt. Wearing a he's got a white cotton shirt underneath. It's got a V neck on it. But over that is a green kind of like armor jacket, and you can tell where like the word trauma team was. It's been like ripped off. But it's clearly still very visible. There's blood, dried blood all over this jacket. Probably something this person has worn for like 5 years at least. It's got tears in it. It has holes in it. The jeans that complement this outfit also are scuffed and have holes and grease, and who knows what those stains are? Food? Blood? You don't know. He probably doesn't either. He's got boots on, an assault rifle strapped to his back, and a carryall over one shoulder. And he looks annoyed. The other thing you notice is his eyes. While not cybernetic, the lenses are like loading screens. So you can see a bright blue loading screen around his brown eyes.
Nice.
Or like the loading circle, rather.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah.
pinwheel of death.
Yay!
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are now all in that room together.
Welcome in.
Hey. Which one's mine?
Ah, you can have that one over there.
He gives you a nod, heads over, tosses his bag, tosses another backpack I forgot he was wearing onto the bed, takes a seat. So, what is all this?
This is the bunkhouse. The executive bunkhouse, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. I mean, what are we doing here?
We're getting ready to go on the retreat tomorrow.
A voice comes from the doorway. The old cowboy from the front desk has now wandered away from, where he always sits. Well, it seems that you're all here.
Oh, this is everyone?
This is everyone.
Alright.
I'm sure you've all met the new employee, Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse is very good at what they do. So, if you ever have any questions, be sure to ask Jesse here.
Jesse's the assistant on this retreat.
Jesse's the one making sure that we make it there alive, I suppose. The Old West is a dangerous place.
I'm gonna flip my revolver while he says that. Yeah.
Flatline takes a cigarette out, lights it, stares.
So, starting tomorrow morning, we'll start a short cattle drive where you'll be bringing some cattle down for the company to be sold at market. It's a 2-day adventure, one night. It should give you guys the thrill of your lifetime. There'll be excitement and fresh air, and everything promised to you by the various individuals that sold you these packages.
This is a team exercise.
Yeah. You'll learn to trust each other, I'm sure. It's good for the character to be out.
Not likely.
Fresh air do you some good. I'm sure that some of you had noticed that your agents work here, but only barely. The towers that give White City their network don't work very much south of here. So, just so you know, there'll be no real way to call out should anything bad happen. That being said, I do need y'all to sign these contracts and waivers. But trust, it is all just part of the experience. He has a big leather-bound tome, like you would expect to see, like a ledger in an old saloon or something. And he opens it up, and inside of it's a tablet.
Nice. Yeah.
And flatline being that you are the closest to the door, the tablet is handed to you first, and there's a big stylus that looks like a quill and ink, but it's just a stylus.
Stylus.
Yeah.
Oh man. Flatline's gonna sit there and read through the important terms, knowing what these stupid contracts look like. He just wants to see the ones that are like
In the event
problematic.
of death.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to roll a bureaucracy for me here, or
Business?
Yep, business would work.
Business would be great.
Yeah, roll a business. You can default if anybody wants to read the contract.
That's not gonna. That's
Hades,
not gonna tell
you're
me
also
shit.
expected to sign it.
I am.
That's an 11.
All right. It looks pretty boilerplate to you.
Okay.
That you, the person herein described as you, will help bring cattle the distance of 90 kilometers through a mountain pass, and then join up with the truck. The truck will take the cattle, and then a limousine will pick you up and drive you back to White City, where you will stay in a hotel and then be sent home.
Okay. Flatline's gonna put their name, where it's like I so and so or whatever, but wherever it's like I'm not responsible for injuries, that gets crossed out, and he writes his boss's name is responsible for any injuries and reparations.
All right.
And then sign it like with his boss's signature before handing it over to whoever's close by, the next closest. I think Jesse or
Yeah, I think Jesse's
Bloodface.
probably the closest.
Jesse, you get it next.
I just don't even look at it and sign.
Okay. Bloodface takes it excitedly and signs in like big letters without having read any of it. Just like scroll to bottom, sign. And like
Does it sound like it's an autograph?
yeah, a really fancy like 2-tier like blood face with like dripping blood coming off of it. The
Can I
A
get a
face
Pedro
is...
sculpt for how well he does on this real
Yeah.
fancy?
I will
signature?
check his Pedro sculpt.
Is this going to be a collector's item in the future? Is what I'd like to know.
It is not. It is for sure not. And last but not least, it comes down to you, my friend Dominic.
When Bloodface tries to hand it to me, Silas actually takes it first, and then my valet, his name is Silas, and passes it to me instead of me getting it directly from Bloodface. At which point, I read the document in its entirety and scrutinize every single part of this contract before I sign it.
Okay, give me bureaucracy or business. You can default to education if you'd prefer, but you'll get less information.
Bureaucracy and business would both be a 17.
Okay.
I have high in both of them.
Basically, what you find from reading the document is that under your own personal liability, you're choosing to go on this adventure, but security will be provided to you. That there are a few scheduled events that occur on it to add intrigue and interest, but nothing that should result in death or dismemberment. But should that occur, that's on you, not them. You will be bringing 30 cattle south with you. These are premium grade A cattle, each one worth about 7,000 EB. Should any of the cattle die, pass away of anything other than natural causes, you will equally be charged for the cattle, the price of the cattle. Um, yeah, should your horse break down, a mechanic will be dispatched, or veterinarian, as the case may be needed. And then the other stuff that I already told to Jess.
I'd see a couple of problems with this document. First off, it appears that we have shared liability for the cattle. However, any personal harm to myself or my assistants is complete liability on mine. I believe that there should either be shared liability for all items involved, or we should each be liable for our own selves and our own property. Change that, and I would be more than happy to sign this document.
Well, of course. Give it to me here. You hand it to your valet. Your valet hands it to Curly, the old man. He looks at it for a moment, strikes something, writes in shared liability by all parties, and then hands it back to your valet, who hands it back to you.
I read over, make sure that he made the changes, and then I sign the document with a very practiced hand.
Okay.
As if I've signed 1,000 contracts in my life.
Now, dinner will be provided at the mess hall. Well, in front of the mess hall, here in about half an hour, so make yourselves comfortable. Tomorrow we'll be leaving just before sunrise, so be sure to be up and around. Last person out picks the last horse, and you don't want to get stuck with Bessie. She is temperamental on a good day. He doffs his hat at you, and then turns, and you can hear his spurs clanking as he wanders out across the faux wood floor. This whole thing just sounds so fucking amazing.
Well, I think it'll be a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Are you guys gonna have beans, like real beans?
I reckon so.
Oh man, I always wanted to try baked beans. I mean, like, we have baked beans that we eat for breakfast and shit like that, but we don't have like American style baked beans.
Oh, I think you're in for a treat then.
He goes back to playing his country western tune.
Well, I'm gonna go rustle up, make sure everything's going good in the kitchen. You guys settle in.
He starts playing. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, clear time.
So you, Flatline points at Dom. You know how to ride a horse?
I have never had the pleasure. How about yourself?
Nope.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've been officially introduced. I'm Dominic Forelli, Esquire, part of the law firm of Pactus Obscurus. And what was your name again?
You can call me Flatline.
Flatline. It's a great name. And what is it you do for a living, Flatline?
I'm a ripper. Sometimes I work with trauma.
noble profession, the medical profession.
Sometimes I make house calls.
Yeah, my father was a doctor, an amazing man he was.
Yeah, fucking noble.
Yeah. um, as I'm sure you're aware, there is no end to the headaches with medical law. I mean, everybody's trying to get your money from your patients to fellow doctors to the corporate hospitals, everybody. If you need legal representation, uh, please let us know. My law firm, Pact of Obscures, actually specializes in medical law, and we would be more than happy to
Oh, you
represent.
specialized in musical contracts.
We can have more than one specialty. We actually have multiple divisions that specialize in a wide variety of services.
And what service do you specialize in?
I specialize in mergers and acquisitions. So if you're looking to get a new house or take over a rival business, that's my specialty.
And I want to go about it the slow bureaucratic paper way as opposed to bullets and blood kind of way.
There are ways that things can be expedited without the use of a gun or violence. Trust me when I say that my law firm is willing to do anything to get done what you need. And I mean anything.
So your morals are less than gray.
My morals are exactly what they need to be for the situation required.
Less than gray.
Let's just say morally fluid.
Sure thing, Esquire. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to ride a fucking horse. And he gets up, drops the cigarette on the floor, stamps it out in the room, and is gonna head out to a pen.
Okay. Before we move to the you at the cattle pit, Jesse, as you're walking out of the bunkhouse towards where the mess hall would be, you see a truck with trailer pulling up. You know it to be the cattle delivery for the ranch that you guys will be taking. Two hands get out and start unloading them into one of the pens. And another man, a man in an all gray, like charcoal gray business suit, gets out, and he has a large, like Vaseline grin, and he has black hair that's been combed straight back, brown eyes. He looks to be in his mid-20s. And
Oh, howdy.
pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah. So you got the delivery?
Yes. As a representative of Biotechnica, and you being a subsidiary thereof, I have chosen to help oversee this matter.
Oh, all right. Name's Jesse. I'm supervising the security on this situation, or this retreat today.
Employee 816, yes,
Yes.
of course.
Yes. Will you be needing a place to stay?
No. We have a private Biotechnica room when we stay here.
Ah,
Yes.
yes. All right, well, grub's ready about 30 minutes if you want to eat.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He walks past you and into the check-in building and directly behind the counter, but you don't see that, so...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go check on the food, see if it's getting cooked, make sure everything's heading for that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not my job to cook.
No.
And then I'm gonna go check on the horses if we have a pen of those.
Okay, and we'll get to you on that in a moment. You go into the mess hall area, and Curly's in there. You know, he's got a leg of mutton that's like in a pot with some beans that's been cooking most of the day. He has added a lot of garlic and barbecue and bean spice.
Damn it, Curly, that smells delicious.
Should be ready pretty soon, I'd about imagine.
Yeah, we told him about half an hour. Think that'll be right?
Yeah, the beans are soft. Won't break any teeth. That's the important part.
Right. Alright, we'll see you about then. We got 6, I think.
Well, this should be enough food for about 20, so we'll be alright.
Well, we might have 2 drivers that need grub too, or 2 hands from bio.
Well, they should be allowed to eat too, I imagine.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'll let them know. And then on my way to the horses, since they're probably nearby,
Yeah,
I'll mention to them.
okay.
Hey, you guys want some food? We should be ready by half an hour.
They look like big bruiser types.
Yeah.
Not clearly carrying any weapons, but they look like they'd be bouncers in another setting. The first guy turns to you and he goes, we stopped and grabbed burgers on the way, but I appreciate it, thank
It's
you.
real
Yeah.
lamb.
We better get on the
mutton, and
road
beans.
here as soon as we get the cattle out.
Nah, I get. If you gotta work, you gotta work. I get you. Just wanted to offer.
Okay. Jess, you are arriving at the horse pen around the time that Jesse is arriving there.
Jesse would hear a flatline mutter under his breath. Team building retreat my ass. As he approaches the pen.
Okay. In the pen, there are 6 horses. They seem to be more machine than animal at this point. Most of their legs have been replaced. They've got chrome fitting on the chest area. But, you know, there's probably still some horse left in there. 3 of them are Palomino colored. 1 is roan. The roan one seems to be kind of off on its own.
Okay, and you said Jesse's there?
Yeah, Jesse is just walking up from the cattle pen next door.
Is my own
Okay.
horse here, or do I use borrowing one?
I assume you're borrowing one, but if you feel like your character would have rode a horse down, 'cause I
That's
assumed
how
you.
far it was.
Well, so you're about 2 hours north of White City, and then White City takes a ways to get across another hour or 2.
Oh,
So,
I probably would've
5 hours
I
maybe.
probably would have done a horse then,
Yeah,
knowing if I was doing this.
right. Okay, so yeah, your horse is also there. You want to describe what type of horse you have? For all those horse lovers that tune into this podcast?
Yeah, because I'm really good at that, living in the West and not being a giant nerd. We'll say it's a paint horse. It's chromed out as well. So all the legs have been replaced. Doesn't get tired that way. And but everything else is fairly. There's a little bit of armor in the chest area, but other than that, I kept it
Mostly intact.
mostly intact.
Yeah.
And that way I could, so like, I'll make, I'll whistle
Okay.
and hold out my hand.
Your horse kind of trots over. It had been eating oats nearby.
Well, are you familiar with horses?
Flying goes to say something, stops, swallows the words. Nope.
Alright. Well, this here is Buttercup. And I'll move to the side so you could get closer if you wanted.
He stays exactly where he is right
Oh,
now.
come on up here. Don't be shy.
It's a horse. What am I supposed to do? Shake its hoof?
Nah, like this, and I'll just stroke.
He walks up, takes his Gaelic hand, and strokes as you like mirrors your movements.
The horse kind of like nuzzles into your hand as you're stroking it.
Aw, she likes you. They're majestic animals, but you do gotta have some confidence on them for sure. Especially that one. And I'm gonna point to the one that's by itself out there.
Yeah, the roan horse looks like a pain in the ass, even just standing there.
That's Bessie. Is that right?
Okay, well, they all female. I don't have great luck with women.
No, I think that's those two over there are stallion.
Cringe. I don't suppose you can teach me how to like get up on one.
Oh yeah,
Move it
no.
around.
We have I was gonna do a class after we get some grub. Kind of show people what to do with the horses.
Yeah, I figured if I was gonna fall on my ass, I didn't want my stomach full of food.
I mean, we got what, like 15 more minutes? Sure. I'm gonna go around.
You know, it's kind of like awkwardly kind of taps you on the shoulder, like cool. Doesn't say anything.
Well, are they saddled? No, they wouldn't be
No.
saddled yet.
There's
So-
a tack shed nearby that's
yeah.
got the saddles and bridles.
So I'll go inside and grab, just pull my horse
Okay.
by the reins,
Okay.
and then bring over to get his saddled real quick.
Okay.
I'll
Most
go into the pen, close the gate behind me.
good plan.
Thanks.
Most of the horses for the ranch are gonna have saddles that interface with the horse more so. I assume you have more of a classic saddle though.
I do.
Okay. So yeah, either side of the horse are stirrups that you got to get up into.
I would assume it's all generally about the same though.
More or
Probably
less.
with the setup.
The ones that sync with the horse do a lot to calm it and make it to where it's more compliant.
Oh, gotcha.
It's kind of like having a smart link, but
All right.
not. A classic saddle is going to give the horse more leeway in its personal attitude.
I'm gonna grab like an apple. There's
Okay.
one in that area. Probably treats for the horses.
Yeah.
And I'll cut it up a little bit with my knife, and then I'll flatline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Why don't you give Buttercup some treats and get to know her a little bit? Just kind
Smells
of keep
the apple.
stroking.
Is it a real apple?
Yeah.
Like, is this a fresh
No.
food real apple, or is
It
this
is
a
a
synth apple?
fresh food apple. It's not like when you think of like a red delicious like shining red apple, it is not that. This is a much lower quality, smaller apple,
Crab
but it
apple.
is in fact an apple.
But it is a fresh food apple.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it, but yeah.
Whether just taken out of stasis, but it is an apple.
Well, it's like because crab apples grow in the region, so I'm sure then they can't really be used for a lot. I'm sure they're sold as like a high-end treat for horses.
Crab apple's different from like human apple I could eat. two different things.
You can eat
So-
it. It tastes terrible. It's super bitter.
Very
Yeah.
sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not going to eat a crab apple. If it was a real apple, we'd have a very different conversation about to happen right now.
Right.
That's the horse I'm riding.
No,
Points to Buttercup.
but this is the one. I have more. This one is very nice and will let you practice easier. So, the other ones, some of them have chips in them that help out with that.
Shouldn't I practice on the horse that I'm going to be riding?
Well, as the boss said, we don't get to pick till tomorrow. So,
Okay. He approaches Buttercup.
Okay. Are you gonna try to push yourself up onto the saddle?
well, I'm gonna be sitting next to the saddle because they're doing the treats.
Okay.
And then
Oh yeah, he's not giving the horse a treat yet. It hasn't done
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
yeah.
He's gonna head to the saddle. So what do I do?
No, let's get acquainted first. Give her some treats. Keep stroking her. Let her know you care. And then when you got that, I'm gonna show you how to get in this saddle.
And I gotta do all this with the horse that I'm riding.
I would
tomorrow.
recommend it. I mean, some of those horses there are more machine than horse, so that's a tough call.
So they don't really give a shit.
Well, that just means that, there's that bond between a man and his horse.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing. Ain't that right, girl?
The horse makes a low whinny noise as if it understands you. It clearly doesn't, but it knows that you're talking to it, so
Yeah, I'm a pat.
yeah.
So,
Flatline thinks this is the stupidest thing. And it is clear in the way he moves his body. It is clear in his face. He does not hide it at all. But clearly you feel this is important and he's not going to get on the horse until he completes the step. So he's going to go in front of the horse and rub its neck. Hold out the apple.
Okay.
Very...
Will you give me an
Like
empathy
when
roll?
a kid, when
Oh,
you tell a kid they
empathy.
have to do something and it's this big production,
oh, this is
that's
great.
almost what it is.
Okay. I know that feeling very well.
Yeah, I can totally picture this, and very good description.
Will you give me an empathy roll?
Shit, just an empathy?
Yeah, you're trying to roll under your empathy, basically to kind
Nope.
of. Okay.
I rolled a 9.
The horse.
Definitely not under my empathy.
The horse. No, it is not. Is patient with you and eats the treat when offered, but you
I
don't.
don't know if that was animal handling. 16.
Oh, nice. You don't feel connected to it in the way that he was describing a horse and a rider would be connected.
Dang it. They think it's even more
So
stupid.
You feel pretty justified in your feelings about this being stupid.
Cool.
All right. So, put this hand here, and then lift and swing up.
He instructs you to grab the horn of the saddle, the front of it,
Yeah.
with one hand, left foot in the stirrup, and swing over.
I would like to attempt this.
All right.
For sure. I'll swing right off.
Give me first a dexterity to see if physically you can do it.
Athletics or like roll under dex?
Athletics. Sorry.
What? Yeah, like this is hard.
Right. What?
15.
Okay. You are able to easily get up into the saddle. Give
Let's
me
go
an
start.
animal handling.
This will not go as well. Oh, I rolled a 2. Definitely not.
Good
That's a
thing I'm
9.
right there.
A 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Buttercup starts to like rear up,
No.
knowing that like weight was going to be put on her, but like the way you like flop into the saddle, She's like, nope, I'm getting rid of this and like gonna like start rolling, but give me an animal handling to calm her so she doesn't panic. You do get a +2 bonus as this is your own horse. And you have an emotional relationship with the horse, so you don't think this is stupid.
Does my nomad skills go towards this as well? Or is this just
Does this count
animal
as a
handling?
moto? Yeah, because they are technically vehicles. So yes, you can add your rank and.
Yay! 19.
Okay. Yes, you calm the horse pretty quickly. You're on the horse. The horse doesn't seem all that interested in you being on it, but it is not bucking, so that's always a plus.
Now come on, girl. What? I'm trying to teach you.
From up here, it looks like you're in the middle of a fucking desert. But you're now higher up than you were, and you can feel a horse underneath you.
Great.
So I'm gonna start. I'll pull on the reins a little bit. And
Okay.
just start a slow.
She starts a slow walk following you. Jess, you did well enough in your dexterity that you are kind of getting thrown around a little bit. It's not like dressage riding or anything, but you're not being thrown off the horse by any means. So you're doing okay staying on the horse.
Now, if you need to steady yourself, hold your hand there. Here's the reins. I'm gonna walk right next by. Don't flick them.
All right.
You're handed the reins to the horse.
He holds the reins of the horse.
Okay.
If you,
Holding them
He
just.
doesn't do anything. Like, even if they start approaching a fence, like, you're supposed to, like, pull on one rein to turn the head.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't understand that that's how that works. So he doesn't. So, like,
I
there's
was-
probably a point where Jesse's like, why isn't he doing this? Oh, you need to do this thing.
Yeah. to turn the horse, you gotta pull the reins to the left or the right, depending on what you want. So let's go ahead and walk in a circle here.
It's not a hard pull, because it is an animal. It's not, like, trying to, like, break its neck.
Right.
But he definitely pulls the rein farther than it needs to go, because he wasn't taught, like,
Okay.
you only need to turn it this much. He just
Whoa.
said,
The
pull the,
horse
rein.
cuts
So he
sharply,
pulls the rein.
but luckily because you haven't like spurred it forward, it's still at a slow walk. You like cut sharply, and the horse kind of like turns quickly.
We start doing, like, fast circles, because
Slow
that's how
and steady.
I'm holding the
Slow
rein
and
to the turn.
steady.
That takes a hot minute. Turning takes a hot minute.
See, you're doing it.
After some time passes, you feel more comfortable with the slightly more comfortable with the concept of riding the horse.
I feel like I'm not going to fall on my ass when we do this with the group.
Yeah. You've
That's good
gained
enough.
some amount of confidence.
I have not done this 0 times. I have now done this at least once in
Yep.
my lifetime.
So you won't take a penalty rolling a ride check if that occurs.
All
Uh-huh.
right, let's go get some grub.
Going back over to Dominic.
How do I get off? Wait, Jesse!
I'm already leaving.
And I like to fade it there.
Oh.
I like to just fade it there.
Same way you get.
I know Jesse
You
will
got
come
on.
back
Just
and
go
will
back.
help.
Just do the same movement backwards.
We go back to what has Dom been doing in the meantime?
So, did everybody leave the bunkhouse? Was there anybody else in there?
It seems Bloodface has wandered off. Just excitedly playing guitar, wandering in the general descent, like around the buildings. Your assistant, however, is sitting there, tablet in hand, waiting to take notes or do anything you need to do, responding to emails, things like that.
Nice. Just so you know, this valet is part of the exec rollability
Yeah,
teamwork. So he's a valet, sort of, but his real profession is like a
he's like an employee of yours.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he's a covert operative. His personal assistant valet is just his kind of
Cover identity.
cover job. Yeah.
Okay.
So just to kind of give you an idea of what they look like, my bodyguard and my valet. The bodyguard is he doesn't have a cover job. That's his job to take a bullet for me. He's like big, like a mountain in a cheap black suit, like typical rent-a-cop type guy. The other guy is kind of skinny, very nondescript, has a muted gray suit, black hair, black, just very muted, color, eyes, everything. Like one of those kind of people that like you don't look on too long because there's just nothing interesting about him to look at.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over to my valet. Silas is his name, and I am going to say, so Silas, what do you think? What do you think of the other people?
I think that for sure the MedTech Flatline doesn't want to be here. Clearly. I think, what was his name? Bloodface, the musician? I think he could be signed to your company pretty easily, but he is far too excited to be here and may prove to be a liability. On a whole, I don't see any threats, but I'm also glad I didn't have to sign any of the paperwork. So,
Yes. Keep an eye on Flatline. Rippers are dangerous. Yeah, I have no hope for Bloodface. He just threw that out there just to try to make a couple bucks, but I don't think he's worth anything. He's definitely a brass penny. That old guy, I don't know what his game is. So keep an eye on him too. I think Flatline and the old timer are going to be the most dangerous.
yeah. I think Jesse is just here to do a job and doesn't worry me at all.
Yeah, he seems pretty open and honest. Two concepts I don't get, but the fact that he keeps his guns out in the open, I think we're not going to have trouble with him. Yeah, I'm going to turn to my bodyguard and I'm going to say, "You just stand there and look scary. Make sure nobody hurts me."
That is literally what he's been doing this whole time and has not spoken a word.
Okay. So, yeah. I guess. Do we have assigned bunks?
No. You were literally shown this building and then that was it. So,
Yeah, the executive bunkhouse.
I'm gonna look for the cleanest, nicest bed, loosely speaking, that's here.
So here's the problem you run into. The ones closest to the door are going to be the cleanest, as if, the people who are cleaning didn't bother walking all the way to the end of the room to dust and things. But the ones at the end of the room that are the dustiest also have the best padding and life left in them because they're used the least.
How heavy are the mattresses?
They're typical, like, 6-inch, polyfoam mats, so they're not super heavy. You can
I'm gonna
easily
motion
move
to
it.
my bodyguard and say, "Could you help me flip this one over?" I'm gonna find one in the back corner and say, "Hey, just help me flip this over, please."
Okay.
I mean,
The assistant also helps, like, remake it, the bed.
and then I'm gonna neatly lay my jacket, my my outer jacket over the top of the bed and sit down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend the rest of the time looking on my agent, trying to research who's in charge of this dude ranch, what their connection is to Biotechnica, and who's going to be, who's going to be leading the cattle drive, and anything I can find, who's going to be with us. Pretty much any information I can find, I'm going to be.
Can you give me a library search, please?
I probably can.
I bet.
Let's see. I believe I better have put points into library search. That would have been bad if I didn't. Where is it? I love the fact that Cyberpunk RED has so many skills, but I hate that it has so many skills. It's so hard to find. Okay, library search. Okay, good.
Do you remember
Oh.
20?
You rolled your camera, not your.
Do you remember
Sorry,
2020?
technical difficulties.
Yeah, 2020 was bad for skills. Your camera's a
Sorry,
little
my-
high.
Let me fix it. I'm sorry, my dog wanted to join in, so he stole all my dice and rolled them on the floor. So,
He's helping.
17
Okay. Through
to library.
a fairly quick library search, you're using your agent and all that.
Oh, do I get a +2 for agent?
Yeah.
Right, I get +2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19. I
Okay.
forgot to add the +2.
So, your agent isn't working great here because it's so far from the network. But what you're able to pull from the data is that Curly owned this ranch. This is on the outskirts, the southern part of White City. Curly and his family have owned this ranch for ever and ever. And it was purchased by Biotechnica around 2024. Oh, thank you, Posture. Thank you, Hydrate. It was purchased around 2024, but he was kind of left in charge because at the time the tourism was booming, and he sold it to them as, this is a great opportunity to get tourism money, get people in here, and the Dude Ranch has been functioning ever since. It hasn't really been making a profit really in the last 10 years, but Biotechnica allows him to keep doing it. It seems that he is a direct subsidiary of some middle management part of Biotechnica. So, an offshoot of the cattle arm of the company.
Okay.
About the time you're finishing that research, you do hear a triangle being struck several times.
Okay. I'm going to stand up, pick up my coat and dust it off and put it back on.
Button
And
up
then
the
head-
3 buttons.
And then, make sure I'm all perfectly straightened up. Every piece of clothing is perfectly in place.
Okay.
Do a quick check of my hair, make sure it's good, and then I'm going to walk towards the noise.
As you come out of the executive bunkhouse, you do notice that when you got here, it was easily like 27°C or 95 degrees. I don't know the math, so don't at me on this. But it has cooled significantly. It is closer to 85, which is much more bearable as the sun has gone down a little bit. A breeze has picked up, and in the middle area, which was kind of the driveway before, there is a fire burning, and benches that have been sat around it, and a giant pot and some metal bowls set next to the pot. Curly is standing there over the fire, warming his hands, even though the light isn't necessary from the fire, and the warmth sure as hell isn't either, but whatever.
having a real bonfire.
Right.
We're burning real wood, possibly.
Yeah. Mesquite, because it's easy to grow and grows like a weed in this area.
Yes.
And mostly like pieces of cactus that have dried up.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
Do you approach?
Yeah, I'm gonna approach the fire.
Okay. Everyone, you also heard the triangle, so if you'd like to make your way here, just let me know when you arrive. Curly turns to you and goes, "Well, there's beans in the pot if you want some."
I take a look in the pot.
There appears to be a like roughly shredded lamb shank and some beans that are very red in a pot. When you open it, it smells heavily of garlic powder and barbecue. So,
Hmm. And no, that's okay. I'll just take a salad.
I'm afraid that wasn't on the menu, but I'm sure I could rustle up a salad if that is your need. Are you one of them vegetarians? I can pick the lamb out of there.
You know what? I don't want you to go to the trouble, but I will engage in the full experience, as it were. I'm guessing it's self-serve.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I am going to get a bowl and very, very carefully, to make sure I don't spill any beans anywhere, fill up the bowl about halfway.
Okay. It is a large, like, army-style pot of beans. So, yeah, you're able to get a couple of ladles of beans into the bowl very carefully. And there are some metal spoons laying in the dirt next to the bowls.
In the dirt?
Yeah, which is where the bowls were, too.
I am going. Are there any chairs or anything?
There's like benches, and by benches I literally mean like logs nailed to other logs to make a kind of flat surface you can sit on.
Nice.
What about a table? Is there a table? I'm guessing probably no table.
There is absolutely no table within
Okay,
sight.
I'm going to pick up a spoon. I'm going to try to put my bowl. If there's a flat spot on the bench, I'm going to put my bowl on the bench.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take out my handkerchief and wipe off the spoon.
Okay. Setting your bowl on the bench, you do see that this is a form-made log. So there are a lot of areas where it is fairly flat because it is not real wood.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to clean my spoon as well as can be expected. And then take a couple of tentative bites.
Okay. The meat is gamey, and overcooked. It was boiled to near death, but it did like fall off the bone, so that was easy for him. The beans are very much over seasoned, and salt was nowhere near this at any point. But on a whole, it's a very authentic cookout meal.
And it's real, right?
Yeah,
Not
all real foods. So this is like luxury stuff. Bad luxury, but luxury.
For some of us.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing ever. Your bodyguard grabs some and starts eating it silently. However, your assistant does not eat. He just kind of sits there.
So, how is it? And Flatline's going to pat you on the back on your shoulder and probably leave some amount of dirt from a handprint on the back of your suit jacket as he moves past you to get a bowl.
It's quite delicious. Brush off my shoulder. Try to get as much of the dirt off as possible.
All right.
Uh,
Gonna grab a bowl, not so carefully ladle the contents into the bowl. Somehow doesn't spill. Eating it, different story. I'm sure there will be new stains added to his clothing.
Oh, for sure.
With. Yeah.
But it's pretty good. It's, you know, a hot meal.
I've had a lot worse.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't think Dominic has had much worse than this in his life.
There was probably a short period of time in there that he had, but it's been so long ago he doesn't remember it.
He refuses to remember it.
We don't talk about that time.
Yeah. I'll just grab a big old bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Normal stuff you're used to. Bloodface has wandered up. He seemed to have come out of the desert. He's no longer playing the guitar. It's just kind of slung over his shoulder. He grabs the last of the bowls and like just dips it in the beans, and is like drinking the beans out of the bowl instead of using a spoon.
Told you there'd be beans.
Is he on something?
Roll a human perception for me.
Can I?
Or is the better question, is he off of something?
Right.
Because my human perception isn't
In
great.
between something. In between taking his last thing and his next thing.
Can I make maybe a paramedic complementary skill check for +1 to human perception?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Thanks. Because human perception is a shit. So for paramedic, that's a 19. So
Okay.
that will give me a +1, yes?
Yes, for sure.
All right. Human perception. It's not nearly as good. That's a 13.
Okay. What's your rank in pharmaceuticals?
In pharmaceuticals too.
Okay. So he does
2 of 5. I should stress 2 of 5.
Yeah. He is moving very fluently and not jerky, so he's not on any uppers. He doesn't seem... He is delayed in his responses to things, but not like you would expect from downers or something like that. You do notice, because of your pharmaceutical knowledge, that in his pocket there's the top of a blue flower that you would recognize as moonflower, which is used in making certain pharmaceutical concoctions, I'm sure, but mostly in drugs because of its hallucinogenic properties.
Mm-hmm.
It's, when done less than therapeutically, it's typically made into a tea and drank, and the effects can last up to 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
More to make sure he's not a hazard to me than anything else.
He seems to be happily eating beans.
Awesome.
Okay. Curly's not really eating, and you don't see the other exec here. So it is just a slow sunset across the desert. The sky here, for anybody who is not from this area, is amazing. It is so cerulean blue, and the painted oranges and reds on the land as the sun starts going down are something to behold. It's not that menacing red that you know and love from Night City. It's more of a soft red. After you guys have eaten for a little bit, Curly says, "Well, I suppose we should make sure that all you can ride horses.
Yep.
So, if you want to get some time in practicing, now would be a good time. Anytime between now and, I'd say everybody should probably be in bed by around 10. That's when the coyotes start really coming out."
You got a coyote problem, Hank?
Oh, we got lots of coyotes
Alright.
and prairie dogs, so be careful. They dig holes, they'll break your,
But they
Yeah.
hurt the horse.
yeah, they'll break a horse's leg. Well, a meat leg they would break, but they don't do any favors to robotic legs either.
No, probably not. I'll go set up the horses if you guys want.
Sure.
Now, wait a minute here. I'm going to count how many people we got and then think we have 6 horses.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough horses for everybody, though.
There is not.
Curly.
Curly's not planning on coming with you. He's your guide, but he's planning on like riding
What
a
we got?
four-wheeler part of the way.
Bloodface. We got me. Flatline. We got Dom. And we got Assistant. And then we got other people that I did.
Yep, 2 more people.
But we got 2 more.
Uh-huh. And you have your horse, though, to be fair.
Oh, so I'm the 7th horse.
Uh-huh. So
Oh.
technically you're 1 person short on horses.
We're 1 horse short.
Well,
You know, that's real unfortunate. I can stay here. No problem.
I suppose that whoever can't ride a horse will need to use one of the four-wheelers.
Oh, alright.
But I would make it probably one of the assistant people over here. He points at your bodyguard,
Well, yeah, we want to give the real experience to the...
the paying customers.
Yeah. I get you.
Technically, I didn't pay. I don't care. Just one to offer.
No, we
You
wouldn't
can tell from
deprive you.
that desperate attempt of like, I'm not getting out of this, but man, I'm gonna try.
Alright.
I know. I love how everybody just ignored you when you said that.
yeah, that worked. That's about right.
Okay, all right,
Alright,
whatever.
I'll go set up the horses, get them ready, attach their reins, saddle the ones we need to. I think that's just mine, but
Right.
alright.
So you go to do that. Everyone else, make a perception check for me. You can make one too if you
Oh,
like.
I'm allowed.
Yeah. You're just a little busy at the time, so it's harder, but they've got a little bit of time.
13.
I don't know this character's skills as well.
I know, right? If Wraith was making this roll, I know exactly what it would be.
Exactly. 17.
I suppose. But then
What about all
Bloodface is
those
going to make his
NPCs?
check.
Did you see everything?
Oh no. So, well, at least there's a 1 followed by a 1. The person that I thought would make it, for sure make it, the assistant, is the one who rolled the 1, so...
15.
Okay. What'd you get?
17.
17. Okay. With the 13, you saw before they were unloading the cattle, but you see that there's a pen full of cattle, and the cattle are just kind of grouped together, like off to one side of it, eating whatever grass and scrub is in this pen. Giffy, for your role, you see that the cattle are fairly small. You don't really know a lot about cattle and how they're supposed to be, but you'd imagine that if you're sending something off to sell it, you'd want to send something that's a little bit larger. And Hades, for a slightly better success, these might be yearlings, but probably are younger than that. And if they are yearlings, which is about when you would sell cattle, year to 2 years, they are not in good health.
I'll just make a mental note of that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much I could do with that information either. Just them being small.
I'm just letting you guys know.
I
Right?
love
No,
the
I get it.
information I got was, yeah, there's cows over there.
You saw that they're
Which
eating
works
squid.
so well for my character.
I might
Big
know
city
that.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cows.
Right?
Yeah, one of them has spots. Yay!
All right. Can I get everyone to give me empathy to make a connection with the horse?
All right.
Oh no!
And animal
Roll under
handling?
empathy.
Yeah.
Roll under my empathy.
Yes, sir.
You're asking
I
a
already
lot.
have a connection.
Yeah,
with
you
my-
don't need to. Unless you're gonna try to make a connection with the new horse.
No, no.
And then, oh my god,
Did you get negative?
no.
Oh, you went the other way.
Yeah, the
I rolled a
bodyguard.
2. I succeeded.
Nice.
Woohoo!
We roll a second one for a 10 on this one too, huh?
Yeah. Uh huh.
I'm gonna hand
Okay, 17 for empathy of 4.
This horse does not like you.
Yeah, I could see that. I could get that.
You think it might have a problem with lawyers, though? So it's probably not even your fault the horse doesn't like you. It's just
Well,
being
of
prejudiced.
Of course.
Anybody who seems to be having trouble, I will go get an apple for.
Okay.
Try to change their odds a little bit.
Alright, I will let them re-roll it. Your bodyguard walks up to a horse, and the horse seems to be scared of him immediately. And wants nothing to do with him. He rolled a 19 on his empathy check.
Even worse than me. Yay.
You too. Not animal people. It's like, no.
It's fluid empathy.
Yeah.
So the rollability game rules do have like a pre-created character for bodyguard, and I don't see that they have animal handling. Bodyguards don't have animal handling. is
I
what
would
I'm saying.
imagine they don't. Yeah.
I don't think.
No,
Am I the only one with animal handling?
Yes,
Probably.
but
Probably.
to be fair, Flatline
I mean,
won't
it's-
take a penalty on it.
Because I've already practiced. It's an intelligence skill, by the way.
Yeah.
So you add your
So dice
intelligence
plus
to whatever.
intelligence. Giffy, your character Dom is given an apple. So I'm going to give you a +2 on this check. You're also
Okay.
taking a -1, however, because you've never dealt with horses before. So
I'm also going to show everybody how to pet the horse,
okay,
stroke the horse, everything, and then once everybody seems to be kind of calm with the horses, I'm going to be like, I want to take it to like, this is how you get in the saddle.
okay. So you're slowly.
I might
introducing.
regret this question.
Yeah.
Who has Bessie?
Oh, that's a great question.
that was not a good question.
Everybody give me a
I mean,
die roll,
not-
please.
Not Hayden, because he's got his own horse.
Yeah.
Well, that means a D6 can decide it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so a D6? Is that what we're rolling, or a?
Yeah, I'll
D10.
roll a... Actually, everyone roll a d6.
Do you want me to
For
think
me.
of a number?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, what is your number? 2. Anybody get 2? You
I
have
rolled a 4.
Bess. Old Bessie.
Cool.
Alright, roll your animal handling for me.
I already did.
Okay.
I got a 10 followed by a 2 for
Nice.
a total of 19.
Woo!
Fantastic. You get on Bessie much easier. Because this is digital
We have an
horse.
understanding us wants to be here and doing this.
Yeah, because this is a digital horse, you're also going to get a +2 on animal handling once you're in the seat, because it knows to listen to the rider, and it's a little more intuitive at that point. But you get up there beautifully. There's no problems at all. However, when trying to move forward, Bessie has a bit of a quirk and rears up like Lone Ranger's horse Silver in a picturesque way, and then safely
Amazing.
comes down.
Wow, she must really
So do I
like
have-
you.
Will I have to roll to stay on this horse?
Just give me a dexterity check.
Like an athletics check?
Yeah, that's what I mean. When I say dexterity, please roll athletics.
Okay.
Unless
That's
it
10.
doesn't make sense.
Followed by a 7.
Oh, you make it
So
look
17
beautiful.
on the dice.
Are you using loaded
27.
dice over there?
Nice.
Keep getting
No,
jammed.
it's my angel dice, which
Ah.
normally don't roll this well for me on shades.
Oh, so since we're doing a one-shot,
Right. Now it's
Yeah.
going to be
it's
cooperative.
okay.
And I'm not Moxie, and we're doing like ridey nomady stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
no worries.
And you don't have Blake's bad juju
Right.
cursing you.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's this is where it goes downhill, guys. It will all go downhill after this moment. But he looks really cool with the 27.
As Bessie starts to rear up, Flatline grabs the horn as instructed and like puts the one hand back, and the silhouette of you against the sun is that perfect like Bull Riders Association, like this is what a action cowboy should look like silhouette.
I'm removing my hat.
Yeah.
Long hair flowing back.
Yeah. And as you come down, you don't even like bump up and down in the saddle. You like slowly lower yourself into it, and like it just looks rehearsed.
It's beautiful. A horse and their rider.
First girl that gets me. Start stroking Bessie's neck.
The horse seems to be okay with this, but also does not give a shit about what's going on. Dominic, how's it going for you?
You said +2 -1,
Yeah,
right?
so +1 overall.
So 12.
Okay. You're able to get on the horse. The horse is not happy about you being on it, so please give me a athletics to stay seated, because it is going to buck at you, but not overtly. It's not like trying to roll and on top of you.
It's not like a rodeo buck. It's
Yeah.
just
I
Yeah.
don't like this.
13.
Okay. You're able to stay seated on the horse. You don't do it easily. You come down hard in the seat of the saddle, like right on your tailbone, and it's not comfortable
Oh.
at all. You can't imagine why people would enjoy this, but you're not falling off the horse, which is always nice.
I take a minute to try to compose myself and refrain from saying every swear word I can think of. So ultimately, I'm just trying to keep my cool right now.
Right. The bodyguard, who is slightly taller than most of you, and the horse was backing away from it and didn't seem to trust him, but he like plants a hand and kicks over, and the horse just accepts that this is its fate now, and he is fine. He rolled very well on his check.
Nice.
He intimidated the
How's
horse.
Bloodface
with
doing?
Bloodface, on the other hand, however, he was able to make a good connection with the horse early on. Like the horse seems to be friendly with him, more so than anybody except for you, who Jesse and your horse have a long relationship. But Bloodface seems to be really connected with the horse and the natural side of things. Bloodface, however, goes to jump on and slides off the other side. Doesn't like stop at the top, just keeps going
I'm gonna go over there
and falls to the ground. He seems to be okay. He did take a little damage, but
Yeah,
nothing
just,
crazy.
You're
Yeah,
all
you
right,
dust
you're
him
all
off.
right.
Curly is standing over at the fence, just laughing. At this. No, this is fantastic. I love every minute of it.
All right, let's get on the horse.
All right.
I'm gonna stay on the other side. You go back around.
I feel like the horse moved. Is what happened.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
You mind giving me a leg up?
Yeah.
All right. So, with some help, you're
Please
giving him
go
a
over
plus
the
2.
other side again.
He does marginally better. He doesn't fall off this time, but it is not pretty.
I help ride him.
Okay.
There's always one.
He's like leaning
always one.
on the saddle, like as if the bottom strap wasn't tight enough.
unstrapped and
It's
he's,
like the saddle sideways, but it's not. The saddle is right. He's just kind of like leaning.
No.
He gets to center. I could see everything from up here.
Pretty cool, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm surprised most people don't ride horses.
Well, they used to, if you know the history.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to take a short 10-minute break.
Aw.
I know, I'm sorry. But it is the halfway point of the episode, and with that, we are going to take that 10-minute break. Everyone who needs to, step away, go to the bathroom, grab yourself a drink. I hope you're enjoying our story. We should be back in 10 minutes. There won't be a counter, but don't worry. I'm sure that I will not screw this up. Bye for now. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about the Raiders coming into a BRB
Yeah.
screen. But hopefully you all enjoyed your break there and had a good time. But we are returning to our game mid-action. So they are up on horses in the dark future. Everyone, please give me a ride check to get the horse to go the directions you want to. Speed up and slow down.
I will show everybody with my horse how
Okay.
it works around before they, and then I will get off and untether them.
Okay.
But I just want to make a strong point.
Yeah.
I like that you said welcome to the dark future.
Yeah.
And we are currently
In the
riding
Old West.
horses in a Wild West situation.
Yeah. It's still the dark future.
No, I know, but it's just kind of. Is it ironic? I don't know.
Right.
I definitely love the juxtaposition of Cyberpunk with Old West.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
it's
interesting.
such a difference between what you're used to in Night City to White City being a lot more Western.
Yeah.
Because it never changes.
Yep. You want to give me the first ride check then,
Yeah.
please, Hades?
I'm gonna make sure I try to do it as proper as possible from what I was actually taught,
Right.
and not
Okay.
like
Nothing crazy.
yeah. Dang, I am on fire with that. Don't know my skills well enough. I'm gonna know ride here real quick though.
Right.
12 plus 9, 21.
Nice. Everyone, you get a complimentary 1 to your skill as he is demonstrating the way to properly do it. He is riding the way that is textbook. You would imagine he is also not slamming himself into the saddle or the horn and not hurting himself in the long run. So that's always good.
Yeah.
After a quick walk around the area, you bring it up to a canter and a run, slow it down, and then you start loosing them. Who are you loosing first?
Hmm. I would assume they had lined up, so the last one would have been the last person.
Bloodface is the
So
last.
probably Bloodface.
You're letting him go? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, with a 16, he is able to navigate, and he has a good relationship with the horse, getting the horse moving. He gets it up to a trot, probably, not a run by any means, and then decides he's going too quickly, and slows the horse down, and slowly finishes the circle at a painful walk, but does not run into any problems in the process, so...
Give them all a slap on the back. Great job.
I was born for this.
Yeah.
Should have been a cowboy.
You know what you should do? Write a song about it.
I should. It would be brilliant. Who are you releasing next?
I feel like Dom and Flatland both at the same time were like, keep it inside, keep it inside, keep it inside.
Whoever's next.
Next
so
would be
probably,
the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Okay. He does not do well. The horse doesn't seem to be minding him, and he is in one of the newer cybernetic saddles, which give him bonuses to it. Each of you will also get a +2 for that, but I've already described that to you. The horse seems to kind of be doing what it wants to do. It like walks forward a little bit and then eats at some sagebrush.
Alright. I will bring my horse next to it
Okay.
and kind of guide it with my horse.
It follows and does what it's supposed to.
And then, alright. So you want to do it. Ease into it. You don't want to jerk. You don't want to try to give every pointer I can to anything.
He gives you the most deadpan stare you can imagine. And seems to be doing the right things. It's just like there's a disconnect between him and the horse wanting to listen to him.
Sure.
So. Alright. I believe that means next up is Dom.
All right, I rolled a 15.
Okay. Is that with your +3?
Oh, I got a +3?
Yeah, because a +2 from the saddle and a +1 from the instruction.
All right, so with a -1 for never having done it before, right?
Yes, I apologize.
No worries. So that would be a 17.
Okay. For having never done this before, it's going pretty well. You want to describe what you convinced the horse to do?
So first off, with the biggest, cheesiest grin on my face, I say, so where's the steering wheel on this thing? And I try to get him to go in as straight a line as possible, just like I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
city slicker.
5 or 10 steps.
Your assistant laughs like your joke was hilarious. And the horse listens and minds and does exactly what you ask it to.
I pat it on its head. Good boy.
That's exactly.
The horse is clearly female, but, points for trying.
Hey, Dom doesn't ask. He just lets the horse be who the horse wants to be.
Okay. After a couple of minutes of riding around, it seems to have gone well. And last flatline is loosed.
So I'm concerned
Uh,
because I rolled another 10, which means everything beyond this is going to go wrong for a total of 28.
Whoa!
amazing.
Yeah.
So once again, as you spur the horse to go forward, it rears up in cinematic style, almost like that's where they got the horse, was from a movie set. And then it races around the pen, going exactly where you want it to. If this were an obstacle course, you could do it flawlessly, like almost Olympic style. You
Oh.
look like you have always ridden horses.
You're a natural. Whoa! Look at that, Curly.
I must say, I didn't expect so much. But you're doing well, city folk. I expect at least one of you to fall off and get kicked by now.
Yeah, it usually does happen.
Well, I guess the entertaining part of the evening's over. I'm retiring to bed, and I'll see you all just before the sun.
Yeah, can I stop by real quick, talk to you for a minute after I'm done taking care of these horses?
Of course, I'll be in my office.
Alright.
All right, so if you'd like to ride for longer, you can, of course, but after a period of time, it seems like things are dying down. Bloodface is probably the first to dismount from his horse, less than gracefully. But, whatever. And then kind of walks the horse back, mostly the horse following him, back to the tack shed to get all the stuff taken off of it. You guys, after you're done riding, what's the plan for the evening? It is just becoming dark. There are some floodlights on that light up like the arena that you're in, and like the pathway, and the embers of the fire are still glowing.
Well, great job, everybody. I'm gonna go talk to Curly real quick, and then I'm gonna hit the hay we got in the early morning.
So I think Flatline is going to stay out riding as late as possible. This is something he's actually enjoying, and this isn't horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's done, he'll actually, give Bessie a couple apples.
Okay. Bessie will remember this. You seem to progressing on the relationship path.
Oh,
with
is
this
it
horse.
like a slider?
Yeah.
Bond moves up +1.
Or like Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Or what Sari said, it's hardly known, but some do say Flatline's heart grew 3 sizes.
Is that exactly?
Just towards the horse.
For sure.
But after he takes care of Bessie, he'll go inside. He'll stretch because that's sore. Before heading to bed.
Okay. You're surprised. You had expected from the first time you rode that it would have been harder on your body, but the way you rode was very professional, and it wasn't so bad.
So you were actually slightly above the saddle while it was going fast, like you just naturally knew what to do.
Yep. Maybe you should be a cowboy. Dom, I'm sure that you give up well before Flatline. And your bodyguard, the assistant's just been watching this whole time, but the bodyguard follows you on his horse a couple of paces behind you, and whenever you decide to get off, that's when he'll get off.
I got off pretty much as soon as I could. Like after the horse took those few steps forward, and the other guy turned his back, I was off the horse. I'm gonna go back into the bunkhouse, and I'm gonna go back to that same bunk I was on before. Spread out my jacket once more. I'm gonna sit on it. Take out my laptop, and I'm gonna start working. After I take out my laptop, I'm gonna turn to Silas and say, "By any chance, did you pack the 12-year-old single malt and a rocks glass? I think I'm gonna get a drink."
He pulls out a cylinder case and opens it up, and it's got the whiskey stones and the whiskey and the glasses in there.
You are a lifesaver. Remind me, to give you a raise or a bonus in your next check.
Appreciate it. Pours you the whiskey. 2 fingers, just like you like it.
Um, and I'm gonna sip on it while I'm working on contracts and you know,
Burgers and such.
yeah, for my current clients.
Okay. The whiskey you're drinking is like 4,000 EB a shot, so you're drinking about 8,000 EB worth of whiskey.
All
It's
right.
real good though.
I'm gonna sip it
Washes
really
away the
slowly.
taste of the whatever you
Yeah.
ate earlier.
The flavor of the beans is complemented by the whiskey.
Oh, yuck.
I don't think I've ever had lamb and whiskey together, so I don't know how well that would go, but
It's not the lamb so much as the beans.
Right?
Like, baked beans and I don't know.
you get
Maybe the smoky flavor of the baked beans over the fire might add to the whiskey. Oh,
you get a email while you're doing your work from Lance, your direct supervisor. You getting that all American feel?
I take a moment and take a very deep breath and then respond, yes, sir. We have made contact, or I've gotten to the ranch and getting ready to make contact with the biotech execs
Brilliant.
to try to make inroads.
Make sure this goes well. You know how important this is for us.
Yes, sir.
We made sure that an exec from their company is going to be going with you on this, and it took a lot of favors to get that done. So this might be our best shot.
You can count on me.
I always knew I could. He
That is the Varelli guarantee.
he logs out.
Asshole.
You realize it's like 9 p.m. where you're at in White City, which means it's like 8 p.m. in Night City.
Yeah.
So if you were back home, you'd still be working for another couple hours.
At least, yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay up and keep working, probably till about midnight or so.
Okay. So Flatline, when you do come in at the end of the bunkhouse, you can see that Dominic is on a laptop doing businessy things.
Makes laptop
Thank you
typing
for the
motions.
visual. Yes.
Yeah. He just kind of like inclines his chin at you, takes off his jacket, and in true medical fashion, when you know that you're not going to get a lot of sleep, which flomps on the bed and passes out. Doesn't take off a boot, doesn't take off his clothes, just drops
Straight to sleep.
straight to sleep. Yeah.
All right, and Jesse. You walk into the office area, and just behind where the desk is, there is a office there, which used to be basically the entirety of the original farmhouse. So there's like a bedroom in one corner of it and stuff like that, and an old stove in here and stuff like that. He's sitting at a table.
Hey, boss.
Welcome in.
Hey. You know, those cattle they sent, those are not great looking cattle.
Well, I'd give about the same conclusion on them. I'm sure they'll, they're grade AAA beef, so they sell for quite a bit. So I'm sure they'll pump them full of antibiotics and fatten them up a little bit before slaughter.
I figure that might be the case, but man, those are barely yearlings.
Well, just make sure they make it to the other end, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, I get you.
A bad run could put us out of business as a farm.
No, I know. I keep my eyes and ears out.
Problem is, if you're right and they're not quite yearlings, that means they're going to be dumb and take chances they shouldn't. So watch out for snakes.
Oh, I know. Not much we can do about that, really.
Not offhand.
How many? Is it just all this going? Who else is going?
Well, it's the group that we met with, plus the exec. I'm planning on traveling with you, at least to the river, before the canyon. I figured the best place for you to camp is going to be at the Box Canyon, because you can get the cattle into the back corner of it and watch them overnight, so no coyotes or anything sneak in.
No, I got you. That's why I'm getting some sleep tonight, because I don't know how much I'm going to get tomorrow.
Yeah. And then, with a good day's ride, both tomorrow and the next morning, mid-afternoon, maybe late afternoon, you should be able to make it down to Mac, load them onto the truck. The rich people will all get into limousines and be taken to a pampa resort to enjoy a spa day. You just ride back with the horses at your leisure. You'll get paid for the time.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so. Now leave.
Right. All right. So you all go to sleep at some point. Some of you stay up much later than others. Before the sun has even risen, you hear the dinging of the triangle once again. It sounds a lot like a dog barking.
The dog on the ranch starts
Yes.
barking.
An old hound on the ranch starts barking. I will say, Dominic, as the only one who stayed up super late, you did at some point hear coyotes yelling in the distance.
When I heard the coyotes, I I get up and I go check to see if the door has a lock on it.
It does, but it's like not a real lock. It's one of the like just metal hooks that you put over an eyelet.
I'm still going to make sure that it's locked,
Okay.
quote unquote, locked, and then go back and continue working.
Okay. So yeah, the next morning you hear the triangle sounding.
I think get dressed, and I'm probably already packed for the day, so
Yeah.
got my bedroll, everything I need, and heading on to get some grub.
Yep. The fire has once again been stoked, and there seems to be a large flat piece of metal with powdered eggs that have been cooked and resembling scrambled eggs, with some small amount of real cheese on them. Yep. Curly is waiting there, and the horses have already been bridled, but they haven't been saddled yet. I took the liberty of feeding water and everybody, so they'll just need the last of the tack put on them. Also, I got pre-packed jerky and a few other things for you to carry for food for tomorrow night, or for tonight. You, Dominic, do not wake up to the sound of the triangle the first or second time. Your bodyguard does shake you lightly, and your assistant says, apparently it's breakfast time. I've already laid out a suit for you.
Oh, thank you. Do you by chance know if they have showers here?
Yes, I looked around a little bit. There's an outdoor shower, water heated by solar, so God only knows.
Thank you, Silas. I'm gonna take my suit and like hang it up outside the shower or close to the shower where I can. Uh, is there like at least a curtain for privacy, or is it
Yeah,
just...
there's a privacy curtain.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take off each piece of my suit that I'm currently wearing, which I slept in because I'm not gonna get out of my suit, out of clothes in this environment. I'm gonna hang it up, take a shower, and then put on my new suit.
Okay. Flatline?
When Flatline woke up, kind of like ready to go, takes a minute to remember where he is. But he's gonna do about maybe like a set of push-ups, some crunches. He's actually gonna like do a full morning like routine, to keep himself in shape. And then he uses a shower in a can, sprays it on, gets the grime off, wipes it off. It's like set, throws on some new clothes, tosses the old ones in the bag. It looks very similar to what he just had on. Maybe faded, maybe a slightly different color shirt, maybe it's, beige, not white, but it looks very similar to what he was wearing before.
Okay.
Tosses his hair up in like some sort of like loose bun so it's not in his face. And then he'll head out to grab some food.
Before you leave the room, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Um, 14?
Okay. So as you're getting ready and doing your routine and all that, that's about the time the bodyguard has woken up Dominic and he has wandered out. The assistant and bodyguard go with him and they're standing outside the shower, of course. So it is just you and Bloodface that are in the bunkhouse. You do notice about the time you're finishing off your can of shower that he is laying real still.
Fuck. Plotton's gonna go over check his pulse.
Okay. It is thready at best. He seems to be alive, but he seems to be... A coma is a very similar state to his current state.
Okay. Is it safe to assume that this is due to whatever drug he decided to inhale the other day?
You would imagine that this probably has something to do with that. His advanced age isn't helping.
Great. Can I... This sucks. What would Flatline do? Can I see the flower that he had before?
Yeah, there's still some sticking out of his pockets.
Great, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna open my bag, grab my medical bag, which is shockingly, compared to the rest of Flatline, very neat and organized.
Okay.
I'm going to find a dose of rapid detox and I'm going to administer it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a first aid or paramedic, your choice.
Sure.
Also, from your knowledge of drugs in general, you would know that typically moonflower is dried for a long period of time before made into a tea. You wouldn't want to use it in its current state.
Cool. As my dice rolls completely off the table. I'm gonna use paramedic and that'll be a 21.
Fantastic. You dose him with rapid detox and he starts to come to. His pulse is stronger, he's breathing more clearly.
I'm gonna sit on the side of his bunk and wait until he's like actually conscious, take like the light pen out and
Right.
check his eyes.
It takes a little
Monitor
time
his vitals.
for it
That's
to
fine.
yeah, to process through his system. His system doesn't seem to process things well anymore. He eventually like sits up. Everything all right?
You almost fucking flatlined.
Thank God you're here.
Yeah, you owe me 250 eds.
Yeah, that's why. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out an old weathered wallet and just hands you a crumpled mess of bills.
Flatline is actually going to count them. How much is here?
It's 300 EB. Mostly in like 20s.
Alright. Alright. That shit you took? Dude, you don't know how to prepare it. Like, if you're gonna take drugs, take good drugs.
It's not like there's somebody here I could get drugs from. Gotta make do sometimes. Yeah, you might have a lean on some drugs.
What do you want?
That's an awesome answer.
You know, it's morning, so usually I do stims in the morning or something, uppy. So do you have anything uppy? And then later I'll probably need something to take a nap, so some downies.
I mean, it's gonna take me a bit, but I can make some. How about, for now, I give you a can of Smash, and that'll get you through the next 4 hours.
That sounds like a beautiful deal, my friend.
And Flatline will reach into his bag, pull out a can of Smash, and hand it to him.
Okay. He cracks the
And if
Smash.
you really like this blue flower shit, blue moon flower, whatever the fuck it's called, I can make you a couple doses. It's just gonna take me a bit.
That would be fantastic. We really appreciate it.
Nova. Just don't make it yourself, man. You're bad at it.
Well, it's not like I'm known for making drugs or nothing. He gets up,
Clearly.
still fully
That's right.
dressed in the same outfit he was in before. Grabs his tiny bag that he has with him and his guitar and starts wandering out.
Line's gonna pack his stuff up. Actually, no. He starts, then he stops. He's gonna look his head out. Is someone in charge around?
If you go out, Jesse, where are you? You're out at the fire, right?
Yeah.
Jesse and Curly are both at the fire.
He's gonna wander out until probably like open the door where he can yell to the fire. Just be like, "How long we got before we're leaving?"
Well, I figure once breakfast is done, we'll probably saddle up and get on out of here, right?
Think it'd probably be for the best if you're gonna make it to the Box Canyon before it gets dark.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
It's
get
like
the
an
horse.
hour, 15, 5.
Well, if I was putting time on things, maybe 45 minutes, an hour 15.
We stopping for lunch?
It's up to y'all.
I think we usually just eat in the saddle, don't we?
Most of the time.
Dinner, though, we do have while we can.
Alright. Closes the door and goes inside.
Okay.
Question, GM.
Yes.
What is the cost per dose of Moonflower? Blue Moon, whatever it is?
For you to make Moonflower, it will probably cost you 200. What's your skill?
No, street drug is for attack, not pharmaceutical.
Oh, you're right.
I'm making a street drug, not attack, so I need to know what category of cost it is.
It would be expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Damn, dude is on good shit.
Well, Moonflower is fairly rare in most parts of the world. Here, it's fairly common, though. It grows like a weed.
Alright. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Is it expensive?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's gonna take me way too long. That's gonna take a day. So what
Guess
can
we're
I
leaving in a
make?
day.
What drug? I mean, I can make some, yeah, but it's gonna take a full day. So that's not gonna fly.
Right. So probably something you'd have to reconnect with him after the trip, maybe at the spa.
No, if I was making stims, that I can do in an hour.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I assume synth is an upper.
Yeah. Synth is.
Yeah. I can make blue glass. I don't know if that's going to help or hinder.
That's probably a bad plan.
Yeah, probably not that one. If I make, man, I'm tempted. You know what? Let's make some boost. Can I make boost fairly effectively? I'm sorry. I should have had this chart on a different screen, and I didn't.
I didn't expect you to be fabricating drugs so
On
quickly, so-
the first.
Yeah.
But here
so
we are.
that would take me. I think it's costly, is what I was at for blue glass. I just got
Yeah.
out of the chart. So to fabricate it, it's one cost less, so it would take me an hour.
That's not bad.
No. So can I attempt to make some blue glass in an hour?
Yes. You can also eat during that
Or
time.
not blue glass boost.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
assumed that
boost.
you meant boost. You can also eat
I
during that time, as a lot of that process doesn't involve you directly interacting with it. But after the hour, go ahead and make me the roll to see how it works out.
30 minutes, because I learn halfway through if I fucked up or not.
Yeah.
That's 10. This is gonna be the best boost I've ever made. It's a 15 on the dice roll. What am I?
For dirty street drugs, I think a 15 is going to be plenty good on dice roll alone.
Cool.
I would
All
assume
right.
a 9 to fabricate street
Yeah,
drugs.
the DV I have to beat is 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've made a good batch. How many do you make of it in that time? Does it say?
That's a great question.
Isn't it equal to your score?
I don't see. Street drugs are so weird.
I think it's street drugs are weird.
Oh, that's a pharmaceutical.
It's probably just the one dose.
Okay. You
I
make
assume it's just the one dose of boost.
you make some quality boost.
But it is, yeah.
In fact, I'll say that because of how well it went, it probably took less time, so like 45 minutes to synthesize it and everything.
Thanks. Okay, cool. It's gonna cost him 50.
Okay. He will happily pay that.
to zero. Yeah. And if he takes it, does he take it?
Yeah, he takes it immediately.
Cool. It lasts 24 hours.
Okay.
For the duration of the effect, his intelligence is increased by 2 points.
Nice, good.
It can raise his intelligence above an 8.
Wait, that means he'll be better at horse handling.
Yeah, he'll be better at most things.
When he's okay, and he has to make a DV17. Oh, what am I going? Sorry, a DV17 resist torture drugs.
Okay.
Easy.
He is addicted.
Okay, well, addicted, if he's not on it, which it lasts for 24 hours, his intelligence is lowered by 2 points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make another dose tonight, but his intelligence is up by 2.
Okay.
Huh.
Sounds
And he's got smash in his system. Oh, Smash is a DV15.
I should check that one. He's good on Smash.
Okay. But for the next 4 hours, he gets a +2 to dance, contortionist, conversation, human perception, persuasion, and acting.
Nice.
And he feels euphoric, loose, and happy, and ready to party.
Yep.
And smarter.
Yep.
So
And he's smarter now. Yeah.
He's in good shape. You got him right, and that's what he needed.
Sure.
I
Oh, but I am down one rapid detox, so I'm gonna remove that.
And the good news is you doubled his intelligence.
Might have.
Speaking of, however, let's check the weather outside.
Oh no.
regret that you brought that up.
Jess brought it up.
I know.
I did.
Oh, and BD Dubs, real quick. I rolled the 21 for my wardrobe style.
Ooh, nice. So you're going to get a benefit from that as well. It's a +1 to conversation, trading, and something else. I'll have to double check that.
Trading conversation.
Just those two?
Mhm.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Personal grooming is the other two.
Yeah. I don't have the weather up.
Oh.
I can't find
I
it.
do. What month are we in?
We are currently in August.
Roll d6.
Okay. 6.
And then roll again.
Okay. 5.
Okay, so it is clear skies, but
Good.
it is hot, around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 Celsius.
And that would be in Night City, so it's nearing 100 where you guys are. But beautiful, clear blue skies.
I'm going to go make sure these cattle have water before we head out.
Okay. As you make sure that the cattle are okay and all that, you do see that the executive that you had met the night before comes out of one of the other buildings. They have a cup of coffee in hand.
Howdy, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You ready for the drive?
Yeah, this should be entertaining, to say the least. Are you ready for it?
I believe so. I'm just checking on the cattle.
Good to hear. Make sure that the product is all doing well.
Yes, sir.
He strolls over to the paddock and opens what was a supply, or you would know as a supply closet, and inside there is a medium-sized, like, it's almost like a motorcycle but not quite, that he gets out.
Oh, okay. Is it a 3-wheeler?
Yeah, it's something that's more designed for off-roading than a motorcycle would be, so it's got wider wheels and a bigger base.
But it's the other way, not the way that kills you.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Dominic, you're done with your shower, dressed and ready. Breakfast is laid out if you'd like some.
Yeah, I'm gonna take what is for breakfast?
Powdered eggs.
Let's go take a look.
with
Oh, powdered
cheese.
eggs. That's right.
With real cheese.
I am going to take a bowl of it or plate or whatever they have.
They're the same bowls from the night before. They've been washed, but
Of course. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a small bowl of it. And, again, very carefully eat to make sure I don't spill any on myself.
biting into the powdered eggs, they're very luxurious and fluffy. as you'd expect an egg to be, but they leave a lasting flavor in your mouth that feels greasy. But they have a buttery flavor also, so that's nice.
Greasy, buttery eggs. Yum. All right.
After some time has passed, Curly starts putting the fire out and helping you finish tacking the horses. As I said, it's first come, first serve on horses, so
All right, I think the cow are ready.
best be off. The sun is just coming up over the horizon.
All right, everybody, settle up.
Flatline's gonna give Bessie an apple.
Okay.
Pack 2 more. And then listen, horse and Flatline understand one another.
It's a beautiful thing.
You all don't need to make checks to get onto the horse at this point. You're able to get on it just fine, but you will need ride checks to get the horse to cooperate, which will also tell us how long each leg of the journey is going to take us. So if you all want to make ride checks,
Okay.
you do see Curly comes back with a four-wheeler. It's old and beat up, but functional.
I would like to use 2 points of luck, please.
All right, good.
Thanks. Yep.
That's a good idea. We get +2 for the special saddle, right?
Yep, you get +2 for the special saddle, and you don't take the -1 for having never done it before, as you've done it now. So
we are old hands at it.
Exactly.
Also, Flatline, because it went so well for you last time, go ahead and take an additional +1.
That's a 17.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, I'm also using +2 luck.
It's a good call.
Oh, son of a.
18.
18. Okay. Bloodface jumps up on the horse like he's done it 1,000 times and rides it just fine. He got a 24.
Nice.
Yeah. Security guard, less so. He is able to get on the horse. It is listening, not a lot, but it is listening. So, and will happily follow the horses in front of it. So, as long as he's never the point person, you should be okay.
Well, I'm either gonna
I got a
take
4.
point or last,
Okay.
Ooh.
but since Curly is coming with us, he's probably gonna take either point or last. and
He'll
I'll
take
the other
last.
one.
He'll take point to watch out for like snakes and things.
Alright.
I'd assume. What'd you get, Dominic?
Got a 4 total. Yeah, I botched.
This horse does not want you on it and is actively disobeying your instructions. Give me an athletics to be able to get off of the horse
Safe.
safely before it tries to remove you from itself.
I got an 8 to athletics.
Total?
Yeah, total.
That was my question too. I was like, total?
Yeah.
Eesh.
You are thrown hard to the ground. I'm gonna have you take 1d6 damage. Your armor absorbs the 1 damage that being thrown to the ground does to you. I don't know how, but somehow you managed to land softly enough, probably on a pile of horse poop, or a sagebrush, to break your fall. But yeah, you are on
Can
the
I roll
ground.
a luck check to see if it's sagebrush instead of poop?
Yes, please do. Roll under your luck.
under my total luck, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, I got a 4.
Okay, you fall on a soft clumping of sagebrush that gives under your body. Though now you need to give me another athletics check because the horse is trying to kick at you, or give me a dodge. Actually, would make more sense. And I'll roll an attack by the horse.
Whoa there.
You want to roll animal handling to try to get the situation under control?
Can I assist
Yes.
Jesse
Yes.
by trying to grab the reins from my horse? Thanks.
Yes, please. Thank you.
What am I rolling? Animal handling?
Animal handling. And you're going to get a +1 for the assist. Thank you for the hydrate.
Not great. Uh, 13.
That's with the +1?
Yep.
Damn.
I don't have high intelligence.
Oh, I did not mean to yell that in all caps.
I rely on my empathy.
Fair enough. You're not able to quell the horse. So it will rely on your ability to dodge.
Dodge. Where is dodge?
Evasion.
Yeah, sorry. I use all
You're
the wrong
using
words
the
for things.
Weirdest.
Yeah. This isn't even one cohesive system that I'm asking for checks on.
What are you using? Let's see. Shadowrun. No.
Shadowrun, World of Darkness, and Cyberpunk
Yeah.
combined.
11.
11. Okay. 11 is good enough to get clear of the horse's attack. It didn't do well on its intentional attack at you. It does kick hard at where you would have been, but you're able to move to the side, and its hoof comes down where you were. So now it's trying to stop. But you are clear of the horse, so you're not in current danger.
All right.
Your assistant is going to come over and pick you up and dust you off.
Thank you, Silas.
Would you like to ride the four-wheeler they have me riding, sir, and I'll ride the horse?
Yes, I prefer a vehicle without a brain.
That may be safer for you, sir.
I am really hoping he just gets on, no problem. And
He doesn't do well. He does get on the horse okay. The horse isn't really minding, as he didn't practice any of this yesterday with you guys. He is real bad at this, but does manage to
but
get
he's
on.
better. But being real bad isn't.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it could be. You look out on the landscape as you guys ride away with the cattle behind you, but in front of everybody else. You guys are kind of to the sides of the cattle. And it feels like you've landed on the moon. It's very barren, round hills and dust everywhere. There's very little plant life. But you can see that you guys are kind of following a gulch to the south that should lead you down towards the canyon.
Can I say a few things before we go? I'm sorry.
Of course.
So, our job, you're going to be over there. You're going to be over there. I'm going to be pulling up the rear.
You're going to be in the front.
I'm going to be in the front leading, and Curly's going to be in back. And you're going to be here, and you're going to be here. And all we're trying to do is keep the cattle from getting away. We want them to lead them down. We go at a slow pace. We go, and we move. And then we try to keep them all herded in the one way we want them to go. I'm assuming we have.
You have frozen on stream,
I have.
Yeah.
but you're still heard by everyone.
Oh, okay, sweet.
But you're
Yeah.
like slapping the air. Oh, now you're good.
Weird.
There were a lot of hand motions there for anybody who missed it.
Dang it.
But you heard the audio, and for our podcast listeners, for once, you guys are as caught up as everyone else.
But yeah, so you just want to get in front of them and just steer them back with the horse into the group if they try to run.
Everyone kind of nods.
I'm going to be in back, and I'm going to be watching out for all, or I'm going to be... Curly's going to be in the back watching out, too. And that's the main person, when the person in the back watches the cattle.
I'll yell if some of the cattle start running away.
All right. Let's roll.
And you guys start riding off into the desert, desolate landscape. And right there is actually where we're going to call it for this week. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the game. I know it's a little bit of a change of pace, but I promise stick with it. It'll all be okay. I want to thank Giffy and Hades and Jess for joining me. I appreciate you guys. And I love the audience. Thank you guys for the raid. Thank you for all the regular people that showed up. We love and miss you guys, and we got 2 more weeks of this. Should everything go well, unlike my last one, this one will end by the end of the 3rd episode. That I'm sure of. Because that one kind of left off on a cliffhanger. But I'm sure this one will wrap up beautifully. And then after that, we will be starting the next season of Shades of Scarlet. So look forward for that. Yeah.
Season 4, right?
Season 5.
5?
5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
Wow, time flies.
Right?
Nope.
You guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us. And
Thank you, games.
Nighters, thank you all.
stay frosty out there, guys.